Okay guys, so today we're going to explain how to pack for the Everest Base Camp trek. The trek is around 12 days, and in this video we're going to assume that you're going to have a porter. Okay guys, so starting from the outer layer to the inner layers, we're going to take a waterproof and windproof jacket that we're going to wear as the outer layer. Okay, then we're going to wear this under jacket, which is the one we're going to wear for like when it's not raining or in the tea house or to sleep, because it is very comfortable and very warm, but it obviously doesn't protect from the rain very much. Then we're gonna need this fleece jacket, which is gonna be better if we or if you have it in a with a zip, because it's easier to regulate the temperature of your body if you can change from zip to unzip. Then we're going to need obviously some t-shirts. You can have short sleeve like this, and we recommend taking 2 or 3. Then also thermal long sleeve t-shirts, okay, one thick and one thin, because it depends on the altitude. It's going to be colder or a bit more or a bit warmer, so we're going to need different thickness for each altitude and for each temperature. So this thermal long shirt, so we're going to take about 2 of those. Then we're going to need obviously trousers. We're going to need trekking trousers, maybe 2 pairs. If you want to take 3, you can take 3, but with 2 it's enough. And then we're going to need also some waterproof trousers. Some trekking trousers are already a little bit waterproof, but if you want to take some, they're good also. Then for underwear, we recommend taking this synthetic polyester underwear, because it's easier to dry and it's more comfortable when trekking. So taking about 5 of those. Some people recommend less, but sometimes it is difficult to wash and to dry clothes at a high altitude because it's cold or it rains. So better to take more than less. And then thermal pants or trousers, because that when we arrive to the higher places and the higher altitudes, it's going to get cold when sleeping or when trekking. So it's better to wear some thermal trousers and also to sleep. So yeah, that's it guys. Okay guys, so the accessories we're going to need are, to start with, obviously a cap for the day-to-day to protect our face and from the sun. Then we're also going to need a woolen hat to be warm in the when we get to the higher places, because it starts to get a bit cold. Then we're going to need obviously a buff, because it protects, or we can use it in several ways, and it's going to be very useful for us in many situations. Then obviously sunglasses. We're going to need 2 pairs, because we're going to need some a backup pair just in case first pair breaks, or I don't know, we can't use it for whatever reason. And then we're going to need obviously as well gloves. We're going to need a thin pair of gloves for when it's not that cold, but we need some protection in our hands, and some thicker ones for when we go to Goraxep or Kalapatar, which it gets very, very cold, and we're gonna need these kind of gloves. Okay guys, so now for the footwear, we're gonna need some trekking boots. Here we have our three pairs. We've got some Salomon, La Sportiva and Boreal. You can choose also from Decathlon or wherever. You don't need some really good boots to trekking, just good quality so they work. Then we need some flip-flops because we're gonna need them to have showers or maybe to be in the hotel. You can take also some slippers if you want, but if you don't want to take up much more space, you can go with the flip-flops and some socks, and that's it. Then socks, we're gonna need like 3 pairs of lead, which are long socks, quite long, so they're gonna get up to your calf more or less. And we're gonna need 3 pairs of those, and then 3 pairs of short ones, which they're a bit shorter, okay, for the days which are not that cold. And preferably we're gonna need merino wool, okay. That's the best material, but if not, whatever mountain socks or trekking socks are good. Okay guys, so for personal hygiene, we can't take a lot of stuff, so we have to take the essentials, which are basically toothpaste and toothbrush, lip balm, because your lips are going to get cracked as soon as because it's going to be windy and it's going to be cold, so you need lip balm. Then very important, sunscreen, very important. Also, if you want to take some for your face especially, that's also good. Then we're going to need hand sanitizer, because it's good to wash our hands and avoid any kind of infection up there, because we don't have the medical support we have down here in Kathmandu or in normal cities. And then just soap for hair and body, and if you want to take like a little soap tablet, you can also take it, but this is fine. Okay guys, so for gadgets, we're gonna wanna take high capacity power bank, because with these kind, well, this one has like a solar panel for it to charge, but you can just take a normal one. That's gonna let us charge our phone 5 to 6 times and save quite a lot of money in charging our phone. You've got to pay to charge your phone also. Then we're gonna want to take, well, this is optional, but a little camera or a big camera, whatever you have. But scenery is quite amazing, so it's worth taking a camera. And then we'll just our phone and charge it for obviously the camera, the battery for the camera, and our phone. So those are just. Okay guys, other important items to take, which we couldn't really classify into any of the other categories, is a sleeping bag. Okay, very important, because even though the tea houses provide us with blankets, it gets quite cold in some of the tea houses, so we're going to need a sleeping bag. Maybe like a summer one, you don't need a very warm one, because you can combine it with a blanket, but we'll definitely need one. And then trekking poles, because when we're going to walk like 12 days straight, like we're going to be walking maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 kilometers every day, and they definitely help with our taking off the strain from our legs, and yeah, they're very important, and they can be very useful. Essentials for hydration, which is very important when we're trekking so many hours and at such high altitude. We're going to need electrolytes for extra hydration. Then we're going to need a water bottle like this, that it's going to be 1 liter, and we're going to need about 3 to 4 liters, but those are details that you get to know when you arrive to the trek or to Nepal. And then we're gonna need also purifying tablets, because the water up there needs purifying. So we're gonna need some of these. We put it in the water, wait for 20 minutes, and then we can drink the water with no problem. Okay guys, so we're going to need also a first aid kit, in which we're going to take some basic medicine and some materials to help us encounter, well, if we encounter some problems in our trekking. And the first thing we're going to need is painkillers, diarrhea medicine or Diamox for altitude sickness. And then we're going to need also comfy plasters for our toes or our heels, in case we get any kind of wound to the boots, or because we're going to walk for many hours. So these are the basic things that we're going to take. And then if you have like personal things that you need to take, well, it's very important to take, because we're not going to have any help or easy or accessible help in this trek or this region. So it's very important to keep safe and keep